Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to a new video on Sei or Sei. I never know how to call it, but I'll probably just use the pronunciations interchangeably. But I had to make a video on this, and to be honest, I'm a little bit sour on Sei. All right, yesterday and the day before, obviously the markets became a little bit less bullish with Bitcoin falling down. And what I saw yesterday when I was still quite hesitant, right? Because if Bitcoin falls down like this, it's always better to wait for some stability, wait for some sort of narratives to pop off, or wait for some rotations to start playing around. And what I saw yesterday, and I'll show you right now, what I saw is that over the course of the morning, actually, Sei was gaining quite a lot of momentum. And you can see that right here. So this is the 15th in the morning. Before that even, like the 14th in the evening, we had already gained quite a lot of momentum, while the price, and this is a divergence, you can see the price stayed consolidated here. Lines will up here. Yeah, the price stayed consolidated here, while the open interest was very much going up. So I saw that and I thought, well, that could be interesting, especially since Sei has been kind of consolidating very weirdly right here for quite a long period of time. So that could be interesting, but I never took the trade because I was quite hesitant because of the market circumstances. So I think the lesson in that, before we talk about Sei, is sometimes you should just trust the technicals. All right, if you have the technicals down, if you know what certain things mean, the market circumstances do not always matter, especially not if you zoom out. And if you zoom out right now, the market is still very bullish. All right, but that's what I wanted to say about that. Now let's focus on Sei, even though we already did, all right? Because what I said is that we gained a lot of momentum, and that momentum is still here. You can see it has pulled back a bit, and we don't have as much momentum as we had yesterday evening, but it's still very bullish that we had this momentum in the first place. And now the big question is can we actually continue that later? First of all, Sei itself is growing quite nicely. Total value locked right now around $62 million. Slowly climbing up the ladder of layer 1 blockchains. It's still not huge, all right? I mean, if you compare it with others, it's a little bit bigger than Conflux, which is not necessarily something to be very proud of, I think, especially not as a layer 1 blockchain. But all right, in general, we found quite some strong resistance, all right? Here around the minus 236 FIB. Technically, that's quite strong. As you can see right now, we are losing some momentum. So it seems most likely that we are pulling back into support. Now, the main support level we broke above is $1. You can see historically, main resistance level. So that has turned into support. But there's also a 382 FIB there. So the main thing to watch right now, I think, is how we react to that level. So I think we're going to pull back into that level. I think we're going to find support. And then from that support, what should happen if we want to rally higher towards 1.25, for example, what should happen is that the open interest should start going up again. So for example, that if we drop down towards that $1 support level right now, that the open interest drops down to this level right here, which sometimes it does work like that open interest also has support and resistance levels. But that open interest falls down towards that support, and then it starts going up again. That's the ideal scenario. In these bullish market circumstances, I would say this is most likely. All right, so that we will pull back into strong support, that we will perhaps liquidate some people there, so the open interest drops down a bit lower, but then new positions are being opened at that value because people think that it's a fair value, especially with the bullish fundamentals. And then slowly from there, we will build up momentum and rally higher. That's what I think is most likely. I mean, alternatively, and that really depends on Bitcoin, if for some reason, say, drops down below $1 and gets a bearish breakout there, then we're just back into consolidation. And then this was one big fake out. So that's a possibility, and you should definitely know that. But in these market circumstances and with this momentum that we gained, it doesn't seem most likely. But that's my take. That's my full analysis for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Have a great weekend. Take care and bye.